Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Fact This Life. Today, let's visit 10 unusual natural phenomena on Earth. From a waterfall that appears to be a fall of fire, to a bright flash of light over the sky that we still can't explain, and many other phenomenon you might not have seen yet. So please join me as we go through 10 of the most unusual natural phenomenon on Earth. But before we start, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and share this video as well to help out our new channel.
Number 10. Breathing Earth.
We often refer to forests as lungs of Earth as they inhale carbon dioxide and exhale oxygen, which is the air that you breathe right now. But trees don't actually breathe the way we imagine, right? Well, let's take a look at this creepy video from a dense forest in Quebec. As if it's from a chest of a giant earth monster or Gaia from the video game God of War and Snoring. You might say that this video is edited, but it's not. The phenomenon can really happen when the conditions are right. So what's really happening? Well, after or during the rain, the ground becomes loose, combine that with a wind above that's strong enough to push trees and causes the trees to sway back and forth, giving the illusion that this ground is alive, but don't be fooled. This phenomenon might not be a giant monster, but it's still dangerous as trees can topple anytime, putting anyone who stays in those places in danger. Number 9. Horsetail Falls. In Yosemite National Park in California, is a waterfall with bizarre beauty that is a dream come true to all photographers out there. If the weather conditions during sunset are just right, while the Horsetail Falls is flowing in February, then the waterfall will begin to glow orange and red as if fire from hell is falling down the waterfall. So grab your cameras, as this phenomenon usually lasts only 10 minutes and not always observable every year. Number 8. Fire Tornado. From a fire falls illusion, another fire phenomenon happened in California in August of 2020. But unlike Horsetail Falls, this fire is very real. Fire tornadoes are not only seen in California but in other parts of the world as well. Fire tornadoes are born when very intense heat from the fire rises and turbulent wind from above combines. Fire tornadoes are very rare, but it's much more dangerous because the combustion rate is much higher and it can do as much damage as the real tornado even though they are much smaller. So what do you think about fire tornadoes? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below and don't forget to subscribe. Number 7. Brinicle. From fire illusion to actual spinning wind of fire burning everything in its path, we now go underwater to see another tornado-like phenomenon. Only this time it will not burn you or suck you up just to be thrown miles away, but instead, it freezes you slowly to death. Coming down not from a white or dark thunderclouds, Brinicles comes from ice above the water and form a tornado-shaped ice, growing downwards and freezing everything in the ground close to it. The Brinicles form when brine migrates from ice above and found the less salt concentrated water below. You may know that salty water from the ocean has lower freezing point than the fresh water, which is why the surrounding water is not freezing. But in reality, the temperature of the surrounding water is more dangerous for human than this phenomenon, although it's not the same for slow-moving creatures like starfish and sea urchins. Number 6. Wave Cloud. This rare and beautiful cloud phenomenon was just recently classified in March of 2017. This cloud formation looks like an inverted tsunami from the sky covering everything your eyes can see. It's still a mystery in how wave clouds are formed, but the most common theory is that They form when mammatus clouds, another beautiful cloud formation that looks like spider eggs hanging in the sky, descends in the areas of the sky where wind direction changes on different height, causing this beautiful phenomenon. Although they look like storm clouds, they are actually harmless. So grab your camera and just enjoy this phenomenon if you're living in plains of America, and share it with us down in the comment section below. Number 5. Yellow light in the sky. This is technically not a natural phenomenon, but it's so unusual that we had to include it in this list. In November 14, 2014, several locals in Russia posted videos in YouTube taken from their smartphones and dashcam showing a yellow flash of light brighter than the sun. This happens for more than 10 seconds, but the weird thing is, it doesn't produce any sounds coming from explosion, which added to the mystery. Speculations quickly spread from meteorite crashing over Russia to rocket testing, although Russian military have denied that they have anything to do with this strange event. Meteorite explosion was quickly disclaimed as well, as they usually emit white flashes of light followed by loud sonic boom, which also happens in Russia in 2013. Some have also speculated that it's an explosion from an old chemical plant to alien being responsible for the explosion. But the phenomenon never happened again, so we might not have an explanation in the near future. Number 4. Fatah Morgana. After this video of a floating city in China went viral in 2015, people have quickly speculated that this is the first real evidence of a parallel universe. But before we cover that, have you ever heard of Flying Dutchman? Flying Dutchman is a legendary ghost ship cursed to sail the sea forever and was seen floating over the ocean in recorded history. Those explanations might be true, but now we know that this is a natural phenomenon called Fatah Morgana. Fatah Morgana is a type of mirage which usually takes place when temperature cools rapidly. You can normally see this in open ocean like the flying cargo ship that you can see in the picture. This might explain the legend of the ghost ship Flying Dutchman, but it can also be the explanation for the floating city in China, although people are still debating as this doesn't always happen in other countries around the world. Number 3. Whirlpool. We usually see Whirlpool in fictional movies sucking large ship and usually being seen in mysterious part of the ocean. But ocean whirlpool are very real, caused by opposing currents or currents running into obstacles. There are a lot of small whirlpools seen around the world, like the Naruto Strait Whirlpool in Japan. But the biggest one is in Saltstraumen in Norway during full moon, where the difference between high and low tide is at its greatest. The whirlpool in Saltstraumen grows to more than 30 feet wide and 16 feet deep. Number 2. Volcanic lightning. Lightning are scary. Some of us might start crying or hide in our closet when lightning strikes near us and produces loud thunder. On the other hand, volcano explosions are much more deadly and scary, but what will happen if you combine the two? Well, this phenomenon is very real. Actually, there are a lot of volcanic lightnings recorded throughout history, with the most recent one is when Taal volcano in the Philippines erupted and produces lightning captured in videos in 2020. The most common explanation is, volcanic lightning can be created by ash particles containing chemical elements, which then reacts to gases in surrounding air, which generates static electricity inside volcanic chaos. Number 1. Catatumbo lightning. If a few lightning storm from volcanic eruption is scary, and a consecutive lightning from an occasional thunderstorm can give you a heart attack, then you need to remove Lake Maracaibo in Catatumbo, Venezuela in your travel list because lightning from thunderstorms are so frequent in that area. So frequent that it happens every day starting from 7 p.m. 280 times an hour for 10 hours, which is 2,800 times per day. And imagine this. If your chances of getting hit by a lightning in your lifetime is 1 in 3,000, then your chances of getting hit by one in Lake Maracaibo is almost 1 in 1. The most common explanation for these strange lightning occurrences is due to the presence of uranium in the bedrock, which is not yet scientifically proven. Catatumbo lightning in Venezuela is still not fully explained, but did you know that there are far more dangerous and mysterious places on Earth? Please check out my other video on the screen to see 8 mysterious and dangerous places on Earth which you might not heard of. We love to hear from you, so please comment your suggestion in the comment section below. Please share this content as well to other curious people like you, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to help us produce more content like this.